Alright, hey there. So today we're going to go over the, I think Cherubith Summoner, but this is the extra hard encounter in Act 2 in the fortress city of Drezen. I didn't show most of Drezen because it's mostly a slog, and there aren't too many difficult battles in Drezen except for really any fight with a Shadow Demon Votrary is the hardest part of any fight in the actual Siege of Drezen, just due to their abilities. So I did recruit a Ruchelet early. You have to do the secret in Act 2 if you need me to, or if anyone's curious. I mean, you can look it up, but if anyone's actually curious about how to recruit Ruchelet early, I can always show it. But yeah, so you can recruit her in the prison early. I brought her because she's actually a pretty good archer, and she does a lot of damage, and I'll probably end up using her a lot in this run. Just because she synergizes well. I didn't bring Ember. I usually bring Ember for this, especially because I usually give the ring off this boss to her, but Nenio's fine. Ulbrig's kind of taking her spot. We've got Sociel. In fact, I'm sending Sociel to do... We'll turn off turn base now, because this is going to get weird. So, in order to get the secret boss, or the extra hard boss, we actually have to wait for every cultist here to sacrifice themselves, and the boss will be powered up. If we kill any of the cultists during summoning the boss, who's a big Glabrezu, who is buffed up, he's a lot easier. He's just kind of like a stronger Glabrezu. And then there's the... or if you kill them all, they don't even summon, but you don't get the extra hard encounter, and you don't get the loot off it. So, anyway, we're going to throw a guarded hearth in here. I think we're all fully buffed up. Yeah. Yeah, we are all buffed up. Yeah, I fought Joran, so I had that. Alright, so. Now, here's the annoying part. We turn off AI for everyone. Just... Oh. Animal growth wore off. Anyhow, stop. Alright, here we go. Now he's all big and buff. There we go. Alright, let's go with extra attack. There we go. As far-fetched as it is, we'll just try. Yeah, didn't overcome the spell resistance. Thought so. We'll summon dead right there. Ulbrig. What? Oh, well, whoops. Sometimes I hold down space. It's a bad habit. Because I'm just trying to get this thing to go as fast as possible. And sometimes it just eats your turn. Oh, okay, that's actually really good. We got his mirror image. Getting the hearth. Blightmaw's his name, there we go. There we go. Dayrun, I did actually switch the Ring of Red Salamander off of him from Ember since I wasn't bringing Ember here, and it gives Darren more blasting, so he's acting as both a support buffer and just kind of a fireball bot, which works pretty well. He doesn't have Ascendant Element Fire, but outside of demons, you know, the humans aren't too strong against it, and he's still good at blasting. Yeah, Blightmaw just has really high spell resistance. Yeah, but he's gonna go down. Yep. Yeah, there. Ooh, level up with that. All right, and that's Blightmaw. At level 9, I took Exotic Weapon Proficiency vouchered, so right now at Act 2, the best voucher you're really going to have is Finian. You can buy the Shock plus 2 Mithril vouchered from Woljif before he runs away in Act 2, but I don't like it because it's Shock and about, 70% of the enemies is probably like less than half, actually. It's more like 45%, 40% of the enemies in the game, or demons, actually, when you get to the Abyss, there's so many. It's just really high percentage of enemies are demons, so they just don't care about the shock, so I think it's just a waste of gold when you can just cast, you can make it +2 using Greater Magic Weapon in Act 2, like near the end, and Finian is Ghost Touch, and you're going to fight quite a few ghosts, especially in the DLC with Olbrig. I noticed there's quite a few ghosts, so Finian is just a really good choice. Obviously, I was using him as I used Glaive up to level 9 with Sohei because of Weapon Training Polearm. And before I even got Weapon Training Polearm, it was the good old classic Quarterstaff with Monks. But yeah, see here, we're going to hit level 10. And we're going to get our Monk bonus feat. Level up that. There we go. I've been actually leveling up Trickery because without Woljif and without Dane Camellia, I've actually had to rely on my character to do Trickery. I guess Wholeness of Body. Might as well just heal, have a self-heal. I could take Scorching Ray. Could take Barkskin. I could Barkskin myself. It's a standard action. Yeah, we'll take Barkskin. We want improved critical vouchered. Yeah, there we go. That's what we're talking about. Because with the Monk bonus feat with Sohei, you can take the Exotic Weapon Proficiency 9 and then 10 just get improved critical the next level right after. That lines up really well, because especially Act 3 is when you can get a Mighty Blow of Good, which is really good, and it takes a while before you get Finian's upgrade, which is tied with the best vouchered. There's the voucher you get from the Flesh Markets in Act 4, which is really good. It's vicious, so you kind of have to play the game. The only downside to Finian's upgrade is that he's Brilliant Energy. Not Brilliant Energy, Brilliant Energy, which doesn't harm undead. It ignores armor, so against most of the enemies, like especially at the end of the game in Act 5, like at the threshold, it's great. It ignores armor. But if you're fighting undead, so it's good to have 2 weapons, because if you're fighting undead, Finian upgrade is pretty worthless. But yeah, that'll do it. Everyone's gonna level up. I mean, Arushale is probably just gonna stay Espionage Expert. Maybe later I'll go into Mutagen Fighter, but I mean, Arushale's I didn't even use it. Well, actually, it wouldn't matter because that's a demon of slaughter or strength is collaborative. Maybe they are actually magic. But yeah, with her Ranger's Bond, she can share a favorite enemy bonus, half her favorite enemy bonus with allies. And so that's really good. Other than that, yeah, standard party. Later on, I'll probably get rid of Sociel. Well, he's the only cleric I have. So, end game, I'll show, maybe I'll use a caster cleric. Mercenary. Depends if I feel like it, and what some people think, if I should just stick with NPCs. Because Sociel will get the job done. I don't have land, but, Sociel will be able to get even on core. Sociel will do the entire game just fine. Even on unfair, he can get by. It's just there's better options. Nanio, great. You don't even really need a brown for transmuter like late game, late Act 3. That's when brown for transmuter really picks off. Like Nenio will just, it's just high intelligence mage. Nenio will do everything that they can do. Darren, I don't know. I like Darren because he can make a good bark skin bot, good support. But I might just switch him out for Ember later because they kind of do the same thing. And when Sociel gets more spell slots, or whatever cleric I have gets more spell slots, Darren becomes just less useful. I mean, you can build Darren to be a blaster and use a red salamander like Ember, and that works out pretty well. But I guess I could always just remove Ulrig. But I am testing him out, and Ulrig is doing pretty well. That last fight, though, I missed his first turn, so he didn't go. He didn't do much, but I think Blightmaw was actually aggro to him, so it's a good thing he didn't leap in because even with Crane stance, like Blightmaw would have just ripped Ulrig to shreds. So keeping Bismuth there, and then all those skeletons in the way worked out really well. That's why Animate Dead is a extremely useful spell even late game. You'll just throw it in front of an enemy and you can eat a turn, sometimes even two, and you get a couple turns free to wail on him. Anyway, that's this fight here. I'll show you the ring that you get from him before I end this. Yeah, we'll just loot all. But yeah, we get this ring right here, Ring of Chaotic Fascination, Ring of Protection +2, and increase the DC saving spell of all enchantment schools by 2, or all enchantment spells by +2, or by 2. And it gives you +2 bonus and save throws against enchantment spells. So, it's a fairly good ring. It's great on Ember, just put on Ember, forget. I guess for now, does Darren even use enchantment spells? I don't think I have him with any. Okay, we'll just wait till we get Ember back to put it on someone. Oh, I guess I could put this on him. Why not? You get a ring. You get a ring. Not that it really matters. Alright. Yeah, thanks for watching. Hopefully this guide is helpful, and peace out.